Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ghosted. I am once again going to be joined by my favorite people.
Hi, Pookie.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, y'all. By now, we've talked about so much. Where do we even begin? But I would like to open this floor, this space, to asking y'all what is your stance on emotional availability?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Um, I I think when someone's like unavailable emotionally, I think that it being in a relationship with someone that's like that is like very challenging. It has its challenges
Yeah.
because when there's conflict, you communicate right, and then they are just kind of like they're avoiding the conversation. They're not fully registering. They're not like
Dodging.
yeah,
you know.
they're distant. They're kind of just like, and I think that's just really hard to, be you need that emotional support from that person too. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and y'all said safe space, so let's bring it out.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like, y'all, let me tell y'all this. If a man is emotionally unavailable, he is literally emotionally unavailable. You
Yeah.
can't change him. You
Yeah.
can't. And I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about, I'm not trying to get too deep in it, but like, I was the side chick for a long time. Like, I'm not even sugarcoat it. I was. And I knew it too. Is that bad? Yeah, it is. But at the time, I was like, oh, he's gonna change. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. He's gonna, he told me he was gonna give me the world. He just needs time and this, that, and the third. And his world
Yeah.
was already there. I just happened to be a planet orbiting, waiting for that shit to blow up, and it never did.
Mhm.
And one thing I will say is that an emotionally unavailable person to me was like my way of helping somebody. And that right there shouldn't have been my way. I should have literally left it.
Yeah.
And I should have left it alone a long time ago. And for y'all thinking about like, oh, I need a sign, this is your sign. If that man does not want you, he does not want you.
Yeah.
And don't think you could change it because have you heard that theory that a man, when he's ready? Like, because sometimes they're like, oh, what is 5 months compared to 5 years?
Yeah, that's the taxi cab theory.
Yes, that's what it's called. Okay, so you
Yeah,
have heard of it. So
I
it's
have. I know
basically,
about it. Yeah.
yeah,
What's the theory?
So the theory is that a woman will be ready and they'll know they're ready much earlier than the man. And once the man is ready, the woman won't be ready or she's already moved on to another person. And when he's gonna be like, let's say he's in his 30s, 40s, he's gonna be looking for that next love to fulfill the first love that wanted to give him that world.
Phantom X.
Basically, yeah.
girl, and
He looks for
yeah,
that person.
He's looking to get
and
that feeling again.
get that feeling again from a person who truly
Who
cared
wants
about
him, yeah.
him. Cared, yeah.
no, like I
yeah.
knew somebody who, like, when they were together, she like begged, like I'm talking about begged
Yeah.
for like this man to be better,
Yeah.
and he never did. But like after he left her, she like I remember she looked at her stuff, like at his stuff, and was like, he had a better job, a better car, a better, like he was already like proposing to this next girl,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and before you know it, she looked again, and bam, he had a kid. Something that he said he never wanted, and it was like, remind you, they had just broken up. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like a month before he got with his new bitch.
Yeah.
And like after that, I was hurt. No, I'm just kidding. That maybe the other girl was me. No, it really was. I was me. I was hurt than a bitch for that man to have left me, promised me the world, and gave it to somebody else. Like I was mad. Like you know how much money I invested in that man.
Time.
Oh yeah,
your
time too,
emotional,
but
your
like,
energy.
Yeah.
energy. I
Yeah.
wasted it all.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If that person is not ready for you, they just not ready for you. But it doesn't mean that somebody else isn't ready for you. I mean, look, I
Yeah.
met my man now. Did I tell you that joke I told you, my cousin? Because we were all hanging out, and my man had said, he was like, "Yeah, I got this good job." He goes, "I'm just ready for the future." He goes, "I'm trying to put my girl in a house." And I told my cousin, I go, I look like this. I went, "What girl? What girl are you talking about?" Like and she started laughing. And I told him, I was like, "He wants to put me in the house, y'all. I'm about to be in the house."
Ooh,
But yeah,
okay.
always remember that. Like if that man ain't ready for you now, there's a man that surely is ready for you. So keep that in mind.
And once that man is ready, he's gonna come back crawling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It
Baby,
never
I'm not
fucking
waiting 30
fails.
years when you're emotionally like, okay. You really got to work on yourself. I mean, I'm not emotionally available, but I feel like if someone, you know what I mean, like I feel like it just takes some like if they don't want to get the help they need, then
Oh yeah, it's
it's
just
not gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's the hardest pill to swallow because it's
It
like
is. It
you
really is.
you're like you have that syndrome where it's like I can fix them, and it's like no, you can't.
Mm-mm.
But okay, I know we talked about it,
Yeah,
but Kevin, I just need to know what are your thoughts on like being? Because you said it yourself before, you detach.
easily. Yeah,
So, what is your thoughts of being emotionally unavailable, or are you even emotionally unavailable anymore?
not no more.
That's what we like to hear, folks.
Yeah, I feel like for me, being emotionally unavailable was like I could just be with anyone at any time and I'd be fine. I just was ignorant to what the other person was feeling. I could give less of a damn. Whether or not I messed them up or left them like heartbroken or hurt.
And that's accountability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and for the longest I was like, I don't date because I owe karma so much of my like bad deeds that it's gonna come back and bite me in the ass. And I mean, like, the whole purpose of the podcast was because of that same deal. I ghosted them, I got back with them, and now we're here. And it's like, I can look at that person and I can be like, damn, I walked away from this 2 years ago just to come right back to it, and we're already, 6 months into the relationship? So it's a big step. And detaching is part of it. Like, if you know that you can easily detach, it makes things easy, but also it makes things hard because you have to, like, choose to be with them. So it's like an uphill battle until you've gotten to that peak and kind of just goes downhill. Or it just plateaus and you're, like, comfortable with them just being where you're at? And I don't know if this makes sense or not, but to me, being in love it's weird, very weird, because it's something that I've always been used to. Like, I feel like I've lived through the taxi cab theory very much. Like, I hold myself accountable to that. I won't lie to you, I was a player, and I still joke about it. I'm like, I could be a player if I wanted to. And I mean, it's easy because you're not emotionally thinking about no one else but yourself. You're
Yeah.
being selfish. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if y'all have been in my shoes or if it's different, from the female perspective, because,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I feel like us females we're like more like emotional.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, but there's females out there who are
the same way, yeah.
the same way as you. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, but, and that, like, the craziest thing is when guys get into, like, their, like, emotional side,
Yeah.
that's when they're, like, the most, like, hurt by anything. Like, they feel it, and they're gonna, like, try to get into like some relationship that like numbs that out, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, and it, like, it's like, I feel like women and men process like loss, or they grieve differently
Yeah.
from like from a partner. And like, it's just like, you know what I mean, like us females, I feel like, we all like it barely, like it hits us like a train, like at first,
Yeah.
right? And we process through it, takes our time, 9 months out, like we're in a better place, finally, getting
Yeah.
peace and, moving on and stuff like that. And then like with guys, it's different
It's
because
the opposite.
it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
At first, they're like,
It's like, I don't need her.
I don't
like,
need her. She come back, or whatever the case is, whatever the situation was. They completely numb it out with, it could be drugs, it could be just texting females,
Yeah.
and just having females come over, stuff like that. They numb it out, and then I feel like they could like kind of compare that person to like
This wasn't. Yeah.
the ex-partner, like, girl, oh wow,
And
she didn't give me.
Yeah, and
She
it only
doesn't-
happens because you get to a low point where it's like, damn, I really let this one go, and it was like the biggest fumble,
Yeah.
you know. And then they, they'll try to like happy birthday their way into your life again.
No, you know what? I had a man that like this man had like we stopped talking, right? We stopped talking because
Yeah.
of the emotional availability shit, right? Tell me why we used to listen to Shorty Shorty together, and he texted me on the album release day, was like, "Hey, did you hear the new album?" I said, "Oh my." And then, not even some shit I didn't text him. I was like, "Oh hell no!" I did listen to the album; it's very, very good.
Yeah.
And he FaceTimed me like at work, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who the fuck is FaceTiming me?" I answered it. He goes, "Hey." I said, "Hi." And he was like, "So like you listen to this album?" I said, "Shorty Shorty." He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "We should listen to it sometime." I was like, "We really should." Like, what you doing? I was like, "What you doing
no.
later?" And the man pulled up to my job. I remember I had my girl covered for me, and I remember we went to this car with this shorty, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I see you.
Don't tell my man. I was young and dumb. But I will tell y'all, emotional available. That's the man that hurt me, y'all. That's the one that I told y'all had a baby and everything.
Oh.
Wanted to give me the world. But you see, you pull up with shit like that. How am I not supposed to believe you want to give me the world?
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, and then he went and got us a pizza. Well, damn, man. That was the first time that man ever like got me a pizza that was in the shape of a heart.
Aw.
And like you have to be emotionally available to your partner too. Like if they're going through something, like they're going through hell, you
Yeah.
know, like losing their job or they had an injury, you need to be there for your partner. Like you need to, like if they're telling you I'm not okay, tell me everything is gonna be okay, you need to do that shit.
Mhm.
Because if you don't, if you complain and be like, oh no, you know, like that's a big red flag.
That one hit home for
And
me.
I wish
Yeah.
I could have like clocked it right then and there, because no one ever deserves not to like have that emotional support from like your partner. So you know, you really gotta be there for your partner through thick and thin. So
Yeah, and I think part of that might be a trauma response too, because sometimes you've been fucked up in the head. So what are you gonna do? But also, it's if you're just gonna sit there and you see your partner's crashing out, like you said, going through hell, and you're just sitting there doing nothing, and that's like you're comfortable with your partner, but then that's when the partner may realize like they have a reality check, and they're like, oh, shit, I think we should break up. You know?
because
I've always wanted to break up with somebody. Bullshit. I've always wanted to break up with somebody. Not now, but like in my past, I always
Yeah.
wanted to break up with
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think blocking people is breaking up with them.
That's kind of just ghosting. I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, but I guess it's like learning to say that you don't love the person anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
also.
that.
Yeah, well, that concludes our episode. Um, we will see you next episode on I Don't Love You Anymore. You see what I did there?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to thank The Signal once again for hosting our show, and to Jocelyn and Liz for being part of this wonderful, wonderful show.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you, Signal. Oh, but also thank you, Pookies. I
You're
can't wait
welcome.
to be on your next episode.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't love you anymore.
Well, I wish you much love and peace, and yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.